How you doing, everybody? Just thought I'd do a quick video just to give you an update on what's going on. I'm a bit of a natter. I actually did a video this weekend, I didn't do the one that I wanted to do. The one that I wanted to do was, I wanted to do this graveyard. This church is fabulous. It's like, well, it's an old church. But it's brilliant because it's got like, on the outside of it, it's got like gravestones, like in. I've seen it before where they've put like gravestones on the side of the church, but this one looks like the church is actually built out of gravestones, and I don't know if it is. I've only seen it in like pictures. And I just happened to find it when I was doing a search, and I was just looking round on this online search, and I found it, and I thought, oh, that'll be interesting to film. So I was going to go and do it Sunday, but then it rained. So then I did one of my Oldham stories, and I've got this Oldham story, I've filmed it, but I don't like how I told the story, so I'm not putting the video out. I'm going to redo it, which brings me to where I'm at, because I made a video a couple of weeks ago where I talked about being in Oldham and just being really negged out by Oldham, and like I'm not going back there for a while to film now, if ever at all, and I'll still tell all the stories of Oldham, but like there won't be any videos of the streets of Oldham, and all of that is what I was saying. But I'm wondering now actually whether it is just the fact that I'm sort of like fed up of seeing the demise of Oldham, or actually if it's a bigger problem than that, because I'm not feeling inspired to do anything at the moment. I'm really not. Like, I can't remember the last time I wanted to like sew something or create a craft. Like, there's so many things that I've got to do and want to do. Like, I want to finish the front room. I want to do that back bedroom. I spent some time stripping off that disgusting paper that I'd put up, which I thought I liked, but I didn't like. So I scraped that off, and then I started painting it mahogany brown, and I did my usual. So if you saw me do the front room, you know what I'm like, and I start painting something, I go, no, I don't like it. So what I've done is I've halted proceedings, and I've looked at the state of the wall, and I think that wall needs skimming. But I'm not going to get a plasterer to do it. I'm going to do it myself. So I need to skim over it. But I don't think it needs skimming. Like, there's a big patch that needs doing. But apart from that, it's just like bits, where like had nails in wall, and the person that owned the house before me had nails in wall and all of that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow it down, and I'm going to just do the wall. Like, I've got plaster in my boot, that's the thing. I've got the plaster. All I need to do is just carry it into house, mix it up and put it on the wall, but I just can't be bothered doing it. Like, I can't be bothered. And like outside in the garden, I need to do some work there. I can't bother doing it. Like, just before then, right, this video, for instance, I thought, you know what, I won't do it on my phone. I'll just go and get my camera out downstairs, and I'll sit in the front room, and I'll sit in my rocker, and I'll talk from there, like, do a quality video. And I looked at my camera, and the SD card was up here. I just thought, I can't be asked. So I just went, no, F it. I'm not doing it. I'm just going to get my mobile. And it's just like I don't want to do anything. And listen, if you've watched me for long enough, you know that that's not me. Like, I do all the time. Like, I'm always doing something, always. And what I've found is, since I've been made redundant, all I've been doing is sitting. And I've worked that out now. Like, and I've got another job now. I've got another job. But since I got made redundant, all I've been doing is just sitting. And I'm not depressed. I'm very happy. I've got wonderful fella, you know Mahmood, if you've seen him on the things, I'm very, very happy with my husband and everything's fine. And I'm going to Egypt in August next month, and we're both really looking forward to that trip. And we're going to go to Luxor. We're going to have a week in Luxor, and then we're going to come back to Sham, and then I'm going to come home, and then I'm back in Egypt in December. So I've got stuff to look forward to, and I'm not depressed, but I'm just feeling so uninspired. And I don't know if it's whether just because of this big life shift, because I had a job that I absolutely loved, and then I didn't. Then I didn't. And when I say I love the job, I like the people that I work with. I really, 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 really enjoyed my job, and I just liked everything about it. And I would never, ever, ever have left. In fact, I said to my previous boss, I'll only go if you get rid of me. I'm not leaving. There's no way. Anyway, then he did have to let me go eventually. But I would like to add, we're on extremely good terms. We still talk, and we're friends, and there's no animosity whatsoever, none. He did very, very good by me. Very good by me. And I've got no complaints whatsoever. And I like to think, that while I worked for him, I did my best as well. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, but that chapter's closed now. But I do think there's a pattern here, between that happening and everything else, and yeah, I've got a new job, but things aren't changing. I've not got my thing, and this is the thing. I don't even know where the footage is. I hope I haven't deleted it, because I do things I'll delete footage off my camera, and I hope I haven't, because I've got some footage from a few weeks ago where I went to Grinnikers. I did a graveyard walk around Grinnikers. In fact, this is the footage that I'm referring to. It was the time when I'd made the video, because I was saying, I was really negged out going into Oldham, and I just looked around and I just thought, I can't stand it, because every time I come to Oldham, something's been knocked down, and the town's changing rapidly and all of that. And then I got into Grinnikers, and I thought that it was because of what I'd seen that I'd just been put off. Do you know what I mean? But actually, no, I don't think it was that. I think I'm just going through a bit of a spell at the moment where I'm just not feeling anything. Researching, I'm me, right? You don't know. But if I'm not creating something, if I'm not doing something, if I'm not reading, I'm researching something, and I'm not even doing that. I'll tell you what I'm doing, everybody. I'm coming home. I'm going to give you the lowdown on what I'm doing with my days. I'm getting up at 4:30 in the morning, getting showered, doing what I need to do, and I'm leaving the house around about, if I'm driving, I'm leaving the house. Left the house this morning at 20 to 7, which is late. Usually I set off at 6 o'clock and I walk. But I took the car today because it's been raining. I thought, don't know if it's going to rain. So I took car. Anyhow, so typical day. So get to work, start work at 7 o'clock. Work the morning, start work at 12 o'clock for dinner. I've got an hour. Then at 1 o'clock, go back to work till 4, and then come home. And then what I do is I put the car in, or I walk back or whatever, and I come straight up these stairs, get changed into my pyjamas, open a can of Coke or something, then go speak to Mahmood, and then I'll go and speak to, and it's the same thing every day. I'll go and make some tea, and it's the same thing every day, Groundhog Day. And I didn't have Groundhog Day before, but now I've got Groundhog Day. And I need to do something to snap myself out of it, because if I don't, I'm just going to continue to do the same thing. Now, we've all have to, but the thing is, I'm not talking about work. We all have to go to work. And I had to work before, that weren't any different. I still had to work. But something's switched. Definitely something switched. I'm hoping when I get back from Egypt, when I'm in Egypt. Certainly when I'm in Egypt, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to be filming. I'm going to be You know, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to have, I think what it is, everything feels so boring at the moment. That's what it is. I'm just really, really bored. I'm bored, is what I am. I'm absolutely bored stiff. Nothing at all is exciting me at the moment, nothing. Other than the fact that I'm getting on a plane and I'm going to be spending 10 or 11 days in Egypt. And honest to God, everyone, I cannot wait to do it. So the plan is I'm going to fly out to Cairo, wait in Cairo for a couple of hours, then fly to Sham. Mahmoud's going to be at the other end. He's going to pick me up, take me to the apartment. We're going to stay that night because I get in at like 1:30 in the morning. So we'll go to sleep at some point that night. Get up late in the morning. Well, late for me. I'll probably be up at like 9 o'clock or something. He'll lie in. And then we'll have another night in Sham. And then and then the next morning, excuse me. And then the next morning, we'll fly to Luxor, and then we'll go into that apartment that we was in last time, and I'm really looking forward to it. And if you saw my videos from that last time, I did a couple of vlogs, and like just coming out in the morning, and the birds and the chickens, and like seeing the air balloons coming up and all of that. That's what I need, you know. And I feel like I haven't had an holiday for ages. I feel like maybe that's what's up with me. Maybe I just need to recharge. I don't know. But there's also something else in the works at the moment, which I can't talk about at the moment. But pretty soon I will. And that might have an impact on my interest at the moment. We'll just have to wait and see. So that's it, everybody. I think where I'm coming from with this video is I don't know when I'm going to do another video. And when I say I don't know when, I mean literally I'm just saying it might be a couple of weeks before I get to the stage where I'm like, right, I'm ready to go again. Now it might even be when I go to Sham. You know, it might be then, maybe a few days before, I don't know. But the reason why I'm saying this now is because what I don't want to do, I don't want to just put something out for putting out sake. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to put a video on the channel which is a load of biz. In my opinion, it's a load of biz. Do you know what I mean? And it's like that one that I did last night. I did this story, and it's a story that's been handed down to me through my granddad, through his father, and he was sort of part of the story. You know, and this is a very, very old tale from Oldham, and it, you know, I've told a bit of it before, but never in the... Did you hear that then? You know, there's been some strange stuff going on in this house again recently. For those of you that don't know, this house is haunted. 100% it's haunted. And yeah, it's haunted. And like, I'll give you an example, right? See that jewellery case up there? Like, can you see it? It's got like my earrings on it. Well, I used to have a tray. Oh, I've got it. It's in that cabinet down there, right? And it's a glass tray, and I've got like my bangles and stuff on there. And there's one particular night, I saw something in that mirror then. One particular night, I was laying in bed and I could hear something moving my jewellery around. Like on the table. There's no like rats in here or anything like that. Bobby was alive at the time, but Bobby wouldn't climb. Bobby would not climb on furniture. That he weren't that type of cat. Do you know what I mean? He would literally all he'd do, Bobby, is just get up bed with me and relax. That is as much jumping as Bobby did. He didn't do anything else. So there was that, and then there was another incident, and this is up on YouTube. It wasn't the thing actually happening, but I was laying in bed, and my bed was over there at this time. Like, the window's there, the top of the bed with them, and the window's there, and I was watching the TV, which were over there, I think. or over here. Yeah, it was in this corner. And something banged against the door, the bedroom door. Like this, it was like someone had thrown, I don't know if Bobby was alive. No, Bobby was downstairs, I think. Anyway, I can't remember. I don't know if he was alive or dead, Bobby, but there was like a big, massive, it was like someone had thrown a rock at the door, bedroom door, and I shit myself, right? So much so that I actually went live on YouTube and said, I cannot open this door without witnesses. Like, I've had to come live. Honestly, it's on the channel. People were like saying, I'm not even in your house and I'm terrified, like, of what might be going on. And we opened the door and there was nothing there, but there is a ding in the door, and I'm going to show you. See it? See that? I don't know if you can see it. Just a ding. And that was from something hitting the door, and there was just me in the house. And then, what was the other thing that happened? There was something else. Oh, then I saw something downstairs about 6 months ago. I was during day and I saw something walk across in front of the door in the front room. And there was another one. Oh yeah, and then before all of this, before even the noise of the jewellery, there was another one where at the top of the stairs, show you here. Show you. Hang on. Show you. See this step here? There was, before I did, like all my mirrors and stuff, here, it was this picture, in fact. See these pictures? I bought them from Emmaus, right, in Mosley, and I brought them with me from Oldham because I really like them. The Waterhouses, I think. Yeah, William Waterhouse. And that one is that mermaid. And it's got a portrait in Oldham Gallery, the sorceress. Anyway, them pictures were wedged up against the wall, and they'd literally, honest to God, they'd been there about 6 months. And I heard a big, massive kerfuffle, and when I came out, the pictures, which were up on this step, would face down on this step here. And Bobby were downstairs asleep on couch. He was alive at that time, and he was asleep on couch. True story, everyone, honestly. So, I don't know why I started telling you about the ghost. Oh, because I just heard a bleeding noise then. So, anyway, so that's it, everybody. I might come on and tell you what's going on. I will tell you what's going on when I've got something to tell you. There's a fly stuck in the web house there. But up until then, listen, until I'm feeling like I want to do a video, I'm not going to do a video, because I'm not just going to put a video out for the sake of it. I tried yesterday, and honestly, I looked back at it and I just thought, it's not, and I'm not doing it. So, yeah, that is what it is. So, I'll keep you posted, everybody. As soon as I've got something to tell you about the situation, I'll let you know. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.